sports fans, welcome to Super Sports Central. Today, we're going to be going over what's next for the Colts and Jonathan Taylor. So Jonathan Taylor is entering the fourth and final year of his rookie contract, as he was a second-round pick in 2020, and he is seeking a contract extension worth about $16 million per season. Now, the Colts haven't even made an offer to Jonathan Taylor and don't want to talk about a potential extension until after this season, but the drama between the Colts and Jonathan Taylor started last week, when in response to Saquon Barkley and Josh Jacobs not getting long-term extensions, Colts owner Jim Irsay tweeted out, "NFL running back situation. We have negotiated a CBA that took years of effort and hard work and compromising good faith by both sides. To now say that a specific player category wants another negotiation after the fact is inappropriate. Some agents are selling bad faith." Then, in response to that tweet, Jonathan Taylor's agent said, "Bad faith is not paying your top offensive player." So that's where it all started. After those two went back and forth, Jim Irsay and Jonathan Taylor had a meeting which did not go well, which resulted in Jonathan Taylor requesting a trade, and Jim Irsay denied the trade request, saying the Colts won't trade Jonathan Taylor now or trade him in October. Now, the Colts were actually considering placing Jonathan Taylor on the non-football injury list because of a back injury that he allegedly suffered before training camp began when he was training in Arizona, but Jonathan Taylor has refuted those claims by saying he never had back pain and never reported back pain. And if Taylor was placed on the non-football injury list, the Colts wouldn't have to pay him for the time he missed, if he missed his time this season, and if he were to miss the entire season on the NFI list, then this year of his contract would toll for next year. Now, as far as what's next for Jonathan Taylor and the Colts, I don't think the relationship between the two is fixable, which means I think a trade is coming, and that brings us to even more problems and even more questions. Because Jonathan Taylor will run into the exact same problem he's in right now, no matter what team he's currently on. He wants an extension, and the running back market is currently in a terrible position after Saquon Barkley, Josh Jacobs, and Tony Pollard were all franchise tagged, but none of the three were able to reach long-term extensions. Plus, there are other good running backs in free agency, and they are free agents because teams aren't willing to pay them. So Jonathan Taylor will have a contract dispute with every team in the NFL for the same reason that Dalvin Cook, Kareem Hunt, and Ezekiel Elliott are still free agents. The other problem a potential trade for Jonathan Taylor gives us is I don't know what a trade would look like, because I'm sure NFL teams would love to have a running back the caliber of Jonathan Taylor on their team, but the Colts are rumored to want an early round draft pick in exchange for the star running back, and I don't think other NFL teams are going to want to give up a high value draft pick for a running back, a position that's easily replaceable, and I also don't think NFL teams are going to want to give up a high value draft pick for a player they may only have for one season, and then franchise tag them and get into a contract dispute moving forward. So that's where it gets into a really messy situation of what's going to happen. Potential landing spots for Jonathan Taylor if he's traded: honorable mentions to the Jets and Dolphins, just because they've been rumored to be looking for running backs. Both of them have been linked to Dalvin Cook, even though I hate the idea of both of them adding a running back. Because for the Jets, they've got Breece Hall, and he showed promise in his rookie season. Now, I get he's coming off a torn ACL, but I don't really think they should go after a star running back, because Breece Hall showed a lot of promise before getting injured. And the Dolphins, they've already got 3 running backs that could be good, so no need to add anyone else. They've still got Raheem Mostert, Jeff Wilson Jr., and also rookie Devon Achane. But the two most likely teams I could potentially see trading for Jonathan Taylor are the Bills and the Bears. The Bills haven't had a player rush for more than 1,000 yards since 2017, and the Bears, they've got Khalil Herbert, but Jonathan Taylor would be a huge upgrade over Herbert. I'm not saying Herbert's bad, but Jonathan Taylor is obviously a top 5 running back in the NFL. And if the Bears trade for Jonathan Taylor, they might also be the one team who would be willing to extend him, because they have about $28 million in cap space. So they could be the team to potentially extend a running back, because they've got the money to do so. And trading for Jonathan Taylor for the Bears would also give Justin Fields another weapon. And we've seen several NFL teams try to help out their young quarterback by surrounding them with talent and good playmakers. So you could definitely see the Bears use that same strategy. So what I think is next, I think a trade is coming at some point, because I don't think the relationship between Jonathan Taylor and the Colts can be fixed. Until then, I think Jonathan Taylor sits out. I mean, we saw what happened with Le'Veon Bell. Again, it's not a completely the same situation, but I don't really think Jonathan Taylor plays for the Colts. And it's going to be a very interesting situation to see what plays out over the next few days. And I think Jonathan Taylor might end up on the Colts, because I don't know if any team's going to want to give up a good draft pick for a running back. So, very interesting situation for everyone. Jonathan Taylor at the Colts, the rest of the NFL teams, very, very interesting situation that we really haven't seen something like this in the past few years. But, yeah, I don't really know what's going to happen. I think a trade has to come at some point because I don't think Taylor plays another snap for the Colts. But let me know what your thoughts are in the comments below. I'd love to hear your thoughts. There's several different directions this could go. But that's all for this video. Thank you guys for watching. Make sure to like, subscribe, comment, turn notifications so much at the upcoming videos. I do my best to post as often as possible. And I'm sorry I haven't posted in a while. I'm trying to get back to posting more. I've got several videos that should be coming out soon. But thank you guys for watching. Make sure to like, subscribe, comment, turn notifications. I do my best to post as often as possible. And I will see you in the next video.